Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We've got the Berserker in the party for the first time in quite a while, and we're going to be going after the Berserker quest so that we can get another perk. I just thought we'd take a little moment to have a look at the Enchantress to see what kind of stuff we could do with some of our money. So with Break the Chains, we want to probably stick a disarm on it. At the very least, stick a wound on it. So we can't afford to do that. We also want to improve the number of targets. So realistically, that's going to be a lot of money before we can get that where it needs to be. Numb the pain. We could stick a wound straight on that, and that'd be very handy. And likewise, with Shiny Distraction, we could put a little bit of money in just to kind of like tide that over. We've got space for one-handed item. Do we have anything that's not in use that we could put on? Oh, we've already got the Jagged Sword for adding wounds, so that's fine. Okay, how about over at the merchant? We could buy a balanced blade, which would be very powerful, giving us a consistent attack 4 option on the top. That does feel like a pretty smart choice. Don't see any better options. Okay, let's do that. We're going to spend 60 right now on a balanced blade for the Berserker. That gives us at least an alternative option to work with. Oh yeah, the endurance foot wraps. As long as we're moving around, we are golden. Cool. Okay, let's hop in on the quest. I'm not sure if there's anything else we want to do in terms of small items. Maybe another healing potion, actually. Or a healing potion, I should say. Feels like it would be a very smart option. Okay. We've got the minor stamina potion, we've got the major healing potion. We've spent a fair bit of money, but we have certainly boosted our Berserker's survivability. So, the Overseer has travelled to Ironwood Camp. Make sure it's the last place he goes. Going up against Harrowers and Vermlings. Ironwood Camp wasn't hard to find. The Overseer had left his mark in the form of a smoke plume rising into the sky above the village below. You arrive expecting carnage, and carnage is what you find. Buildings lie in ruins, bodies lie strewn around them. Likely the bodies of those that would not join his army. Weapons drawn, you move deeper into the village and are met with the smell of burning wood and wet dog. After deciding to take cover in the ruins to seek out the source of the stench, you notice vermlings scuttling among the wreckage. They're picking out what looks like scraps of metal and taking them further into the camp, rather than eating the bodies as vermlings would. You begin to follow one of the creatures to find out where it's taking the metal, but a piece of ruin snaps under your foot. The vermling turns around, and suddenly you're surrounded. Okay, Berserker, kill 5 monsters. That seems reasonable. Elementalist, allow none of your allies to become exhausted, because if you do, then we lose the mission anyway. I don't think these vermlings are common in this part of the realm. I think the harrowers behind them hissing orders and cracking whips might have something to do with that. Yeah, point taken. Push on through these harrowers and we should find the overseer at the puppet strings. And be merciful to the vermlings, they're being forced to fight. Okay, well, we don't have to, like, save them. So, what we'll do is we'll get the Berserker there, Elementalist here. Elementalist, we're going to get a wound on 3 of these with Crystallizing Blast. We want to do that quickly. So, Infernal Vortex, Crystallizing Blast. As for our Berserker friend, Cauterize, it's range 3. So we can hit you, we can hit you, we can't quite hit you. So we need something that's going to move us in as well. We could Resolute Stand to like move to here. And it gives us a strengthen beforehand. I like that. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, the Harrow is going to do healing, which is a bit of a shame. It means it's going to heal the wounds we do. So skip the movement. There's the Retaliate and the Strengthen. Gonna hit you. Gonna hit you. Oh, we've only got 2. Well, actually, hit these 2. That solves the problem with the Harrow just healing it up. Bit of an unnecessary stun. This guy's going to die anyway. Let's get Resolute... no, sorry, Cauterize back. Split Mail reduces our damage. Yeah, he just heals it straight up. But he has positioned himself really nicely for our Crystallizing Blast to come in. Look at that. You're dead. You're dead. This has been a good thing for us. This has been a very good thing. Let's step forwards to here. Don't like the poison. If we move fast next turn, we'll heal that poison. Do we have anything that moves us 4? Yes, we can use Break the Chains to move far enough to heal the poison. Ooh, can't use Fatal Fury quite. Yeah, I think we want to go quickly. So Shiny Distraction and Break the Chains. We're going to run up next to this guy and just hit him with a regular strike. Or strike this one and then run down to this guy. Either way, that'll be fine. That's going to be using fire. So if that's using the fire, something to use the ice would be quite good. Stoking Hail, I think, is a nice choice. Let's say Encompassing Shadow and Stoking Hail. And we have to just hope the Harrowers go slowly. Oh, this goes stunned, so that's not too bad, but this one could still cause us some trouble. Oh, they're moving quick. And he's healing himself up again. At least this guy is. Alright, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move around like that. That heals our poison off. And yeah, we'll just get this guy killed just for safety's sake. We'll keep the stun going on you. It's unfortunately rather unhelpful. We could get fire back out. Let's have a look. What are we going to do next round? If we generate fire and earth, we could do shaping the ether next turn. So we'll step in between the two of them. And we're going to say lava eruption, shaping the ether. That's just going to move us down this way and get away from them slightly. Okay, bounce back moves us in close. Then Unbridled Power will let us do a stun. They are doing even more healing, so let's stop that in its tracks. And we'll put a wound on him as well for good measure. I hate harrowers. Okay. Back away so we don't get hit by the retaliate. And we'll shoot both of you. Lovely stuff. He's going to die on his next turn. So we can think about the next rooms and also starting to loot. So we've got a little bit of looting here, a little bit of looting at more range, and we've only got one other room, which is pretty cool for us. So let's do our big. In fact, do we have anything to move us on top? Doesn't look like it. That's 4 move down the base, which we also don't have over here. Okay, fine. May as well do 2 move to there and 2 and a 2 down this way. Do we have a loot 1 ability? No, we've got a loot 2, which doesn't really help us. If we were to get there, it would be in range, but that's burning a card just for the sake of it. I don't like that. Okay, stop overthinking it. Actually, if we go slowly, we can move to here. Next turn we'll do the loot 1. So step on in, nothing to push. May as well do the teeny bit of healing. Skip the attack. Not going to do the major healing potion because we're going to end up resting at some point. It's Berserker still needs to kill more people. Skip that attack. Okay, Fatal Fury and Numb the Pain. That gets us onto there. Ice Spike's Gravel Vortex grabs the gold near us. Okay, time for a long rest. And a long rest. This is going to have the advantage of bringing some of our stuff back, which is always welcome. Okay, I think let's lose Numb the Pain for right now. We've still got a little bit of healing that we could do, but it's not urgent by any means. Seeing as we're about to rest and get our stuff back, let's use our wand. Then we will get rid of Formless Power, I think. Although we can get it up to range 4. Or attack range 4, but I think Shaping the Ether is better because of the added utility. Okay, I think it's time we open up the room and see what's in there. So we need to start coming back. We could also let them come to us, in theory. Let's do a bounce back to get in. And Fatal Fury for right now. On this side, I would like the Crystallizing Blast to be able to go into the room. It's range 3, 1, 2, which means, yeah, it's not going to be quite far enough. So I think I'm going to have to move next to the door and then in the following turn open it and then step back to see what's really going on. So Lava Eruption will get us a little bit closer. And really, we don't like any of them. Let's say Gravel Vortex. We're not going to do looting anytime soon. I suppose I could have gone invisible in the doorway. Well, we'll remember that for next turn. So there's a little bit of bounce back. Okay, let's push in. How far in can we get? Stoking Hail and then Crystallizing Blast, and we'll go invisible. In fact, no, let's save the Crystallizing Blast. Let's do Encompassing Shadow and let's all be invisible. If we get you to move slowly, you can use fire with Break the Chains. And generate a fire with Cauterize. That could work. Right, you're going invisible. And we're coming in here. I didn't think that the Overseer is a harrower. The overseer sends his regards. Ah, it's a trap! Looks like we've missed him again. Kill these harrowers. Well, what we'll do is we'll go invisible here. We want to really hit the ones at the back with the wounds if possible. We're not quite going as slow as I would have liked. So I think our best bet is to hit these two. He will die. He will die. We're now visible, unfortunately. But there are fewer mobs to fight us. Okay, I feel like we need to go quickly, so let's get that crystallizing blast out. Unbridled power and shiny distraction. Let's step in and stun this guy. Well, they're gonna do a bit of muddling, but they're getting their healing off early. So in we come. You know what? I'm going to drink my healing potion now. And let's give this... Well, this guy's going to get a wound anyway. Let's save the jagged sword. Now the question is, do we go for this one or do we go for the shaman at the back? Ooh, that's target all adjacent and clear targets, right. Undo. We're going to step closer and we're going to try and hit these two. So they'll at least start dying. Let's generate some fire. And we'll generate some wind for next round. Because they don't heal themselves directly. Okay, Resolute Stand will let us move into the middle, and then we'll use Furious Aid to hit and kill something. Ice Spikes on these three seems like a pretty smart choice, but we can also, Shaping the Ether, stun this guy. So let's say Shaping the Ether and Burial. The Harrower is going to heal, but this one's stunned, so he's not going to heal this turn. I guess we're not moving. Well, if we're not moving, at least we'll get our Retaliate on. And we may as well hit this guy. At least we... well, even that did nothing worthwhile. Yeah, Don't like you guys trying to steal the gold. Really don't like that. Okay. Do we want to push this guy away? Probably not. We at least want to stun him. And I think, as much as it pains me... In fact, no, we can leave that for... Harrowers move too fast. We can't trust that he's not just going to heal himself at the start of the round. Let's get him killed. Then it's done, then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, I think we need a short rest. Don't like losing Fatal Fury, especially when there's so many things next to us. We'll lose Bounce Back. Okay. Shiny Distraction. Actually, from the brink of Fatal Fury. And over here, we're going to do short rest. These two are going to die this turn. So we should think about looting the gold there with Gravel Vortex. And doing something else useful. He's done so. Yeah, just a little bit of damage against one of these would be fine. Let's say Crystallizing Blast. We can go a bit slow. We might struggle to loot everything. I can just Fatal Fury this guy. Clear, undo. Right. Let's be sensible about this. Hit this guy with advantage. Take the damage. Skip the movement. Hit this guy with advantage. That gets him killed, and then we will just heal ourselves up. Okay, grab all the gold within range. That's 12 gold right there. That's very satisfying. And we'll hit this guy down here. So he starts dying. And now we can run around and grab the remaining gold. So 1, 2, 3. That's 4 to move over there. We don't have a move 4. So let's do a move 2 and then a move 3. Or a move 3 and a loot 2. That also works. Another Eruption Burial. Let's go quickly. Technically, the Berserker still needs to kill one more mob. Let's skip the attack. So the Berserker can get the kill. Berserker could do it with Cauterize. So step in, grab the gold. actually, that is not the last monster. We had many more to kill. Oh, because they've all been dying of attrition. They've been dying of wounds. Well, it doesn't matter. The important thing is we got all the money. And the Berserker's going to get a perk out of this, which we really like. Near the centre of Ironwood Camp, you find the Vermlings have amassed large piles of metal in wagons surrounded by ledgers and documents. There's definitely a larger plan at work. How did the Overseer make friends with Harrowers? Actually, how does anyone do it? I don't know, but it seems like he's involved with the goings-on at Keyport. We have to be careful. Yeah, we only killed 3 mobs with the Berserker. That is a shame, but ultimately, it's just XP. And there is our perk. Can you believe a place called Ironwood has no iron or wood to take and sell? I did poke around in the ledgers though. It looks like these wagons were heading to a cave outside the Drakefire farm. Sounds like we'll be heading there too. Well, we've got 2 things to take care of. The Berserker has the perk, so we'll do that. More stun or adding in disarm? I think adding in disarm. We should start considering some of the recover cards as well. As for the Elementalist, right, where is my list? So at level 5, I think we gain access to Winter's Edge. Obsidian Shards is potentially a very powerful attack 5, range 3, customizable thing. But Winter's Edge is attack 5, range 2, which goes up to 4 with Pierce. I prefer this variant, and it's more healing on the bottom. So Winter's Edge is what we're going to be taking from those. Which means we can probably get rid of one of our previous ones. Let's get rid of Formless Power, and we'll stick on Winter's Edge instead. We also get a new perk. We can start getting rid of the +0s. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do exactly that. And unfortunately, the Elementalist is going to be leaving us. I think every character is now up to level 5. So we could keep the Elementalist around for a bit. Winter's Edge has quite a few customizations we can put on it. Upping the range on the heal doesn't really matter too much. But boosting the heal either with a Bless or a Strength thing could be very powerful. And likewise sticking a wound or a disarm up on the top could be equally awesome. Way more money than we have access to at the moment. Big thing though is it gives us access to the level 5 quests being level 5. So we might do that next time. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.